If you have a little time to listen, then you have a little time to hear. That the times that we listen and sometimes that we hear, we might hear things that sometimes we might have a little bit of fear. See, fear is a thing that doesn't have to be fearful to all. It's something that we don't have to be scared at all. See, fear can be different for everyone, different. It can be different for you, it can be different for me. It can be different in ways that we sometimes don't believe differences can make fear go away. See, fear is something that's measured by each individual person. Each individual person has it different to different degrees. Depending on the situation and depending on the position of the person in the situation, the fear can be of different degrees. And if the different degrees for you are that you're the person who has a lot of fear, then sometimes that fear might be something you need to take a little position that maybe you're not in the position to make that fear go away alone. You just gotta see. Sometimes another person can help you get fear lessened if you're the person who has that fear inside of themselves. And that other person may just share that they have less fear over the same situation or position if it was them in your position. But if you think your position is out of position and you're just not in position to correct yourself, then the position that you're in could be a position that could elevate your position if you get past the fear. See, fear can just be an indication that you're getting to a limitation of something that you might get if you just got past the position. That limitation is not an illusion, but it's some sort of position that you need to get past where there's less fear. Or the fear disappears and your fear is lessened simply by just knowing you can get through it. And sometimes we don't know until we hear the words from someone that say, you can get through it. And sometimes that way is the way that sometimes people think positions of that nature can be hard to overcome. But when you're a position kind of person that doesn't like to hold a position, you want to keep moving so that you're not done. Done holding anything at all. Maybe done is meaning to you that you're not someone who can succeed. But succeeding is relative to people who have positions that sometimes are always winning positions. So if you're winning all the time, then sometimes you might say, I don't know what it's like to lose. I don't know what it's like to struggle because I always struggle through. You're just someone who has a great position to change other people's perception about getting past difficult positions. So you like how I say positions to you, then maybe you might say them to someone else too. You can say it like this and you can say it with kindness, but you could also say it with firmness like this. If your position is hard, then you need to work through it. You need to get your ass moving so you get past it. You're someone who can do it and you just got to try and do it so you can be better on the other side of that position. You got to overcome it. If you try real hard, you can do it. You just got to keep pushing past that uncomfortable loss. That place where you lose, that place where you've lost before if you're repeating this since this is not the first time you're here. Or you can do it with kindness like this. If you just try a little harder, you'll get it. You'll get it if you just try. Just try a little harder. I've seen it. I know it's inside you. You've been doing other stuff too that shows me that you can get past it too. You just got to know that I believe in you. And there's a lot of people that believe in you too. Because people have done it. And you're one that can do it because you've done other stuff. And that's even harder than this. And you know that that's true. And a lot of times that's right because people can't remember the things that they did that were hard. But they were hard as heck, but they weren't hard as hell, but they were pretty damn hard and they got through it. The people that have got through those kinds of things are the people that can help other people to get past difficult positions, difficult situations, or difficult limitations that they put on themselves. And if you put a limitation on yourself in that way, then you can be someone that doesn't have to live it every day. You can be a person that says, today I'm going to try a little harder and get past that limitation, and that position's going to be out of my way. And then you can look forward and look past and see a new horizon ahead, or just a new scene in front of you that reveals new things that are there than what was there instead. And that's when you open your eyes and you see a little clearer that the world's a little bigger for you because you've gotten past the limitation, and that limitation is just the beginning of another exercise of what you may find the next time you get to a limitation. And you've learned already that that limitation isn't a limit until you stop and quit. But if you're not a quitter, then you can be the one who gives a little bit more depth to getting through that limitation. And then you get to that position where you're that person who thinks that they might not get past it again. And then you're starting all over, but there's always somebody ahead or just you there saying, I can do it like I did it before. So if you're someone like that, then I agree with you that you can get past anything, that's for sure. And you shouldn't disagree with someone who says, hey, maybe you should maybe take a little bit of a rest. Because when you need a rest and you're not sure if you need a rest, and sometimes they can be the ones that help you realize that if you push yourself too hard, then you might be the one who doesn't go far the next time you get to a new difficult position. So it's good to take a rest, and it's good to take a break when you're doing more than what you think. And sometimes when you love doing something, sometimes you might be the person who doesn't even give it any thought and thinks that I've gone too hard or I've gone too long, and maybe I should just take a rest because you just love what you're doing and you ignore what's maybe brewing, which is maybe a little bit of exhaustion in your head. Your body can get exhausted too, but your brain can get exhausted more, and that's the where you get a little bit more hurt. Because if you're exhausted in your head, then you can be the one that starts to say, I don't like doing what I love. No, I don't love it. That's what I said. So if you love what you do, then you're a lucky person too, who can get to do it every single day. And if you get to do it like that, then you get to be someone special to you every single day. Because you get to wake up happy if that's what you want to do and the first thing you think about doing. Okay, then you're lucky to do it, and then you're in a really lucky position because not many people get to do that, and that's okay. But everybody can have that chance, and everybody can do it, and everybody can get to that position like you, where they love what they do, and they love what they say, and they love how they live every single day. And there's a joy to talk about those things, and I hope that other people can sing better the things that maybe I talk about too. Because when we can share about things that we've gotten through, we can share them in different ways, and I hope you share them with me too. And if I share with you, share with me. Because sharing is caring, and that's true. If you just share a little just to see.